Let's see. Let's start off. Henrick and Elizabeth and Grazzia. If you could turn on your cameras and mics. Hello.
Good morning.
Good morning.
Good
Happy
morning.
to see you.
And it's really morning for you guys, isn't it?
Yes.
It is. Rob, can you do that magic trick again and just send me some money through the internet? I would like that.
I'm sorry, I'm out of Hayash. Elizabeth, Grazzia, you guys are closer. Send them some money.
It should be faster, right?
I wish I could.
It'd be much quicker. Yes, I was going to say I'm not working with the U.S. Postal Service anymore, so you'll get it. Anyway, for this segment, we're off to South and Central America, and three people who have been very instrumental in helping with a lot of the work that we've done in South and Central America. Elizabeth Ortiz from Ecuador, Grazzia Mendoza, I'm not doing the whole name, and Henrick Oprea from Brazil. And I have to tell you, there's a little history with EFLtalks. Henrick was the first person that I asked to present on EFLtalks 5 years, well, a little over 5 years ago when I asked him, and he said yes. And I'll never forgive you for that. And Elizabeth saw EFLtalks and invited me to Ecuador. And Grazzia helped. Well, I'm going to let you two talk about that, about the project that we did. But welcome, you guys, and the floor is yours. Talk about whatever.
Who would like to go first?
You can go first, Henrick. You go first. Let's go chronological order, how we appear in Rob's life, I would say.
So I guess that Rob pitched the idea to the wrong person, because I usually say yes to these crazy ideas. And I think when Rob invited me, when I saw it's been like 5 years of EFLtalks, and it's like it started yesterday, I guess, right? So we had been, I've been watching Rob and helping him a little bit whenever I can as well with EFLtalks. But I think that nowadays it's more important than ever that we have these opportunities for teachers, because everyone has got to reinvent themselves, and it's not something that we know anyone who is an expert in what's happening right now. There's a remote emergency teaching online. Even teachers who had been teaching online, this is different from anything that we had been doing, because it's not planned. It's not something that we had the time to come think about it. This is how I'm going to be delivering my lessons. This is how students wanted their lessons. So for many, many teachers out there, this is something that's new. And I guess that having the chance to listen to teachers from all over the world in a short talk like this, 10 minutes, it seems like it's only 10 minutes, but it's a lot to get us thinking, and it's a lot to start a conversation. It's really very important what we do. I think that EFLtalks, if any teacher does not know of it yet, they should be going online and checking. There are more than, how many talks right now, Rob? Right there, you see, more than 390 EFLtalkers. I'm happy every time he mentions that I was the first one. I don't believe it, but it's amazing. We had a chance when I was the president of Breast Diesel, we had the very first EFLtalks live as well. During our Breast Diesel International Conference, which was really interesting to do. It was freezing. It was in the south of Brazil. It was really, really freezing. It was a challenge, but we had amazing speakers. And I'm always impressed by the quality and the high caliber of speakers. And not only that, because I think that the other benefit of EFLtalks is that you're giving voice to so many people who would otherwise not have voice. And I think that's where we find out not hidden gems, but we find out that there's so much value outside the mainstream world of ELT, and so much for us to learn from everybody. And we can see that doing a project like this without any kind of vested interest of like, I want to make money out of that. That's how you draw people, like so many amazing people that we all look up to, like these two ladies over here, Grazzia and Elizabeth. So when you look up to all the work they do, and I know I do, I look up to their work, and hopefully trying to follow their footsteps as well. So you can only draw these kind of people and talent because you do everything with a heart. So and just like I bought into your idea, you also bought into my idea many times, bringing EFLtalks to support some events. The last one in Latin America, we had the ELT Day for Puerto Rico. And when I said like 24 hours, Rob just said like, poof, that's easy. Bring me 48 hours next time.
No.
But thank you so much for everything that you do, Rob. I think that EFLtalks is wonderful for all teachers. You can see by the backdrop there, the number of speakers, the number of people, and it only gets better. It only gets better. I'm truly thankful for everything that you're doing for ELT, the ELT world, and for allowing me to be a part of it. Thank you so much. And who would know that a sweatshirt would bring us so far, right?
Yeah. Yes, someday we'll tell that story.
Somebody will tell that story.
Great. Thanks, Henrick.
Well, I was the second, I think, in chronological order to get involved in this project. And I guess that I attended the first EFL talk in Brazil, of course, from Ecuador. So that was a very exciting way to be trained. So, and after that, I saw a mutual friend, which is Doris Morelos from Venezuela. She was one of the first EFL talkers as well. And I asked her, how could I contact Rob? And she was, this is her email. So I contact Rob, and one of the wonderful things that I can say about Rob is the heart, it's bigger and bigger and bigger and bigger. And he was extremely generous when I invited to come to Ecuador for the first Equatorial Soul Convention in 2016. I was very surprised that he never hesitated. He said, yes, I will go to Ecuador. And it was amazing having Robin our first convention, and he was always supporting crazy ideas. Just, what if we have the first EFL talks? Yes, let's do it, and we did it. So in fact, we were the third, I guess, the first EFL talk, but it was the first country-based EFL talk.
It was the first country, yes,
in the world. It was the first country, and I always been proud of it. Thank you. And then I said, Rob, what if we have a Latin American edition? I said, yes, let's do it. And then we little by little expand this EFL talkers community. And it is amazing that in 2016, by the time when you came to Ecuador, it was easy for me to see my face in that wall that you have. And now it's very hard for me to find myself in the picture. That's amazing. And another wonderful thing, Rob, you have no idea the huge impact that you have had in our communities. One of the wonderful things that I really like is we should call that wall the wall of democracy, because we have people from all over the world, from different backgrounds, from different beliefs, from different perspectives, and it's just great. So thank you, Rob, for that huge opportunity. Thank you for not saying no to the crazy ideas that we always have, and And I think that it was a better opportunity to let others shine, because our professionals in our countries are doing wonderful things, but sometimes nobody notices it. So, and through EFL Talks, we have the opportunity to let our people shine. And thank you for that. Thank you for that huge opportunity.
Thank you.
Thank you for your wonderful ideas. And I'm sure that more projects are coming soon. In fact, we are already working in a project. Yes. And let's have the second Latin edition, right, Grazzia?
Yep. Well, you two ladies definitely keep me working. And I've already got a list. You know, I'm halfway through next year now with my list of EFL talks I have to do with you two. So I'm going to put Henrick in charge. Don't tell him. Okay. What?
I couldn't hear you very well. Did you say anything?
Okay, and Grazzia, if you could talk a little bit about the great thing that you guys put together. I don't want to take any credit for that. You guys did it all.
Well, but you said yes, right? And that was part of the success. If you had not said yes, I don't know, we would have gone another way, but maybe it would not have been as successful as it was. I think your commitment and your passion to saying yes to our crazy ideas, like Elizabeth was saying, is what makes a difference. And this project about ELT for Puerto Rico, it was an idea that came from Henrick in our WhatsApp chat, in our international WhatsApp chat. And it was meant so what I want to express here is that ELT is, yes, for professional development, and what you do through EFL Talks is promoting professional development, but it also gave us that platform to help our peers and our colleagues in Puerto Rico during the time of the earthquakes and all the nature situations that was going on there. And you gave us that space to bring together over 90 presenters in a couple of weeks that we put everything together. And you even trained all these presenters to be able to do these 10-minute talks, and you trained us also to be moderators. So it was a huge commitment from your part. It shows your passion, and also that our platform and our impact as EFL teachers is not only for professional development, but we can do other things, right? To help others with our expertise. So you are opening this, the perspective that we are not only English teachers for the classroom, we are English teachers for the world. So doing that is really impressive, and your passion rubs on us, and you make us come up with these crazy ideas, right? Because you make us think everything is possible and that we are able to make these contributions and to help others. So doing this and not sleeping for 24 hours, that was right. Yeah. So I think you can do 48.
The funny thing was, it was 24 hours, and you know, don't tell Henrique, it was him talking at the end put me right out, you know. 15 minutes short.
But that was the plan.
That you could have a good night's sleep after 24 hours.
Yeah.
So yeah, what you have done is impressive, and like Elizabeth said, and like you said, we have some projects there cooking, and we're getting ready for many new things, but we are very thankful. The whole region is grateful for what you do. Now everybody wants to be part of EFL Talks, and that's a good thing. That speaks to the positive nature of the work that you're doing, and I am glad to be part of this group. I am glad to know you, and thank everybody for their hard work and their commitment. So thank you for this opportunity.
Thank you. And you know, the three of you, stop calling me. I need sleep.
We have you on speed dial.
Yeah. It's funny, every time I say, like, I have an idea, Rob.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's it.
By the way, I just had an idea. I'm going to send an email to you as soon as I finish.
Yeah.
Please do.
No, it's really it's really a pleasure to work with such people like you that are just as crazy as I am. But like you say, when I started EFL Talks, I was hoping to make a difference for the teachers that, weren't as fortunate as we are. And I think we are fortunate. We get to go to conferences. We get to travel a little bit. And there's so many teachers out there that don't have this advantage. And that's why I started this. And I really, I'm blessed having people like you to work with to help me along with my vision and my dream. And I never thought I'd be doing this for 5 years. But it's a pleasure, and I can't wait till our 10th anniversary.
That'll be awesome.
More. Let's go for
Yes.
more, Rob.
Definitely.
Okay.
That'll be awesome.
Well, thanks so much, all three of you. You're special. Now, two of you are. The other one, Henrick. No, I'm kidding. Henrick, one other, on a personal note, happy birthday for your daughter, okay?
Thank you. She's turning 1 year old today.
Yes.
Yeah. A
So
little bundle of joy.
thank you. You call me the sweetest things, my friend.
Yeah.
Thanks so much. And you'll be hearing from them. Let's see. What ideas do you have for the future? Somebody gave me a good idea today. I think in the future, we're going to start EFL Talks workshops.
That's awesome.
So I'm going to put you three to work. That's what
Count on us. Count on us.
Sure,
Yeah.
we're in. We're
We're
in.
here
We're
to
in.
push you to do it. Don't worry. We're going to say, go, Rob.
The amazing thing, and I got to say this about you, there's all these people behind me. That's 390 people who said, hey, I'll volunteer my time. Some people have done 4, 5, 6 talks. And it's amazing to me that I can just send you guys a message and say, okay, Elizabeth, Grazzia, Henrick, I sent you a message yesterday, didn't I? And said,
You did.
you come on and do a chat with me. And I can count on you. And that's
all the time
about this community. So thank you, everybody. Yay!
Thank you, and happy anniversary, EFL
Happy
Talks.
anniversary.
Happy
Rob.
anniversary.
Okay. All right, now go back.
Now you carry on with the important people.
Let's get to real speakers who really have something nice to say. Thanks again.
Bye.